Hello everyone. Let's learn more about direct and indirect speech. In this lesson, we shall learn what are the rules for changing the pronouns while changing from direct to indirect speech. A quick recap. Let's say Rita said, "You are very helpful" to Manu. Now, if Manu wants to talk about how would he do it? There are two ways. First, Manu can say, "Rita said you are very helpful." What do we see here? Manu has used the exact words used by Rita. Also, the spoken words are within the quotation marks or the inverted commas. This type of speech is called direct speech or the quoted speech. Next, the other way to say the same thing would be, Rita said that I was very helpful. What do we see here? Here we see Manu has not used the exact words used by Rita. So it is not word for word. Also, you see there are no quotation marks which are used in this kind of speech. And we say this is indirect speech, also known as reported speech. Now, how to change from direct to indirect speech? There are several rules required. Let's take an example. He said, "You can join me." This is in direct speech. Now, if we change it to indirect speech, what does it become? He said that I could join him. And while changing from direct to indirect speech, several rules are involved. First, you observe no quotation marks are there. Second, generally that gets added in the sentence. Third, the pronouns which are used in direct speech might change. Also, the tense of the spoken words gets changed. And lastly, if you observe, whichever type of sentence was there in the direct speech, whether it was interrogative sentence or imperative sentence or exclamatory sentence, it always ends with full stop in the case of direct speech. Now, in this lesson, we shall understand what are the rules involved to change the pronouns for indirect speech. First person, I, me in singular form, we, us in plural form. Remember, first person is about the speaker, I or we in plural form. Second person, you in singular form and also you in plural form. Remember, second person is about the person spoken to. Third person, he, she, it, him, her in singular form and they or them in plural form. The third person refers to the people spoken about, that is others. So remember, I speak to you about others, and this way you can remember the first person, second person and third person. Now, coming to change in pronoun. Remember, the first person changes as per the subject of the speech. Let's take an example. He says, I have won. In this sentence, the subject is he, and in the spoken words, the first person, that is I, has been used. Now, how do we change the pronoun I when we are changing it to indirect speech? He says that he has won. And what was the rule? That the first person changes as per the subject of the speech. The subject here is he, and hence I becomes he in the indirect speech. The subject here is talking about himself, so I becomes he. Next example, she will tell Tim likes me. And how does it get changed to indirect speech? She will tell that Tim likes her. And what was the change made in pronoun? Me got changed to her. Why? Because the subject is talking about herself. So remember, the first person changes as per the subject of the speech. Last example, I say, I like to sing. This becomes, I say that I like to sing in indirect speech. And what do you see here? Here we see that there is no change in pronoun. I is the subject and I am talking about myself. Next. Now, if we talk about second person, the second person changes as per the object of the reporting speech. Let's take an example. He says to me, you can join. In this sentence, what is the subject? It is he. And what is the object of the reporting speech? It is me. And if we see, we have used the second person in the spoken words, which is you. And this sentence gets changed to, he says to me that I can join. So we see here the pronoun you got changed to pronoun I. Next, she will tell us you work hard. What is the subject here? She. And what is the object? The object here is us. And the second person here is you, and the second person will change according to the object of the reporting speech, which is us. So how does it change in indirect speech? She will tell us that we work hard. As the subject was us, we have changed you to we. You got changed to we as per the object of the reporting speech. Last example, I say to you, you are late. I say to you that you are late. See, the pronoun has not changed because here the object was you only, so no change in pronoun. Now, the last rule. The third person of the direct speech does not change. Let's take an example. He says she can sing with them. Now, here we see the third person has been used in the spoken words. And this gets changed to, he says that she can sing with them. As you can see, there is no change in the third person of the direct speech. Also, then remains them, which is in third person. So, no change in the pronoun. Next example, she will tell they work hard. Now, here third person has been used and it doesn't change. So, she will tell that they work hard is in indirect speech and there is no change in pronoun. Lastly, I say he is late. This gets changed to I say that he is late. There is no change in pronoun. Why? Because it is in third person. So remember, how do we change in pronoun when changing from direct to indirect? First rule, the first person changes as per the subject of the speech. Example, she says, I have won. So this gets changed to, she says that she has won. And I got changed to she. Rule number 2. The second person changes as per the object of the reporting speech. He says to me, you can go. It changes to, he says to me that I can go. As the object here is me, you gets changed to I. Next, rule number 3. The third person of the direct speech does not change. Let's take an example. He says they can sing. This becomes, he says that they can sing in indirect form. And what do we see here? That the third person hasn't changed. It remains the same. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.